We're in Illinois right now, spraying with the 160 boom. Take a look at this. So these guys just pre-mix 5,600 gallons of chemical in the tanker. There's no mixing in the field. It's just blow the chemical straight on, hot mix. There's agitation nozzles inside the tank here. Just like this. Pulling up on the ditch. So booms stay unfolded. We throw on 2,100 gallons and get back to spraying. Do a quick 1,000 acres before lunch. It's about 20 mile an hour right now. That's a 160-foot boom. We made it to Illinois. I'll have to do some math here. How many acres per hour 20 at 160 is, but we're cruising. We are right in between the row on soybeans here with auto steer. 20-inch spacing. We just drove down with the sprayer right there. Right there. So 160-foot boom. We're spraying a terrace right now at 10.7 mile an hour. But getting perfect nozzle height to target right across the terrace. As this terrace levels out, the boom will level out just like that. Here's a terrace here again. This is only about 8.7 mile an hour. We get 25-inch boom height with a 160 boom. And it's gonna level out again. Now we're gonna do auto turn. You want to try 4-wheel steer? It's up to you. Get 4-wheel steer on for our auto turn. So no hands on the steering wheel. Master off. Beautiful morning. I am in Mattoon, Illinois. First time being out here in Illinois with the sprayer. I'm going to show you some cool stuff about this today. Really excited to get into Illinois. So I believe this is the very first 160-foot machine running in Illinois. First Horsch one anyways. So what we're selling out here and what I'm going to be pushing is 8460 VL. So this is a 2,140 gallon tank, 460 horsepower engine, and a 160-foot 7-fold boom. We're on our big tires, the 380/105 R54s. We're filling up right now, so we're hot loading chemical in. We're gonna go spray soybeans today. A lot of cool options on this machine. The farmer is really enjoying using. Big one so far that's been different for him. You know, having a camera on the end here, being able to see what's happening on our boom tip. I'll show you our fill here. Look at the size of that tank. We're spraying 15 gallons per acre over all these bean acres. So having the big tank size is really increasing the amount of acres per fill we can do. You can see right here, we're filling. So this is our new cab machine, swivels all the way over to the right. You can see our 160 boom. I usually look at it right out through here. Nice boom visibility. So this is our Apple CarPlay monitor. It's been funny watching the farmer use this machine. He's you know, just saying, hey Siri, do this, hey Siri, do that. You know, it's calling all his guys running the trucks. You know, he's sending texts, but the whole time, you know, he's backing 160 booms into corners and you know, not using his hands. So it's all hands-free in the sprayer now. He doesn't have to, you know, call anybody with the phone, just uses Siri. Up here we have our Horsch monitor. This is our view right here of our outside boom tip out there. And then for backing into corners, we have this view right here. We're also using on this machine the auto steer to go down 20-inch rows onto soybeans. This field we're going to be in today is planted with wasp, but on all his RTK planted fields, we're able to use this center divider here, which is a divider for the tall corn, and it can show you right if you're in between knocking down any soybeans or not. When I look at Illinois, it's wide open, flat fields, soybeans as far as you can see. If we can't make a 160 boom work here, it's not going to work anywhere. But this is perfect country for big booms. It makes a lot of sense to run as wide as we can go here. Here's the camera I was telling you about, lining right up here with our tire, right down here to our soybean row, just like that. So this camera has really helped us on the 160-foot boom. You know, the farmer's feedback from yesterday, he sprayed a whole headland, he looked back twice on the one side. You know, he's looking forward now at the camera instead of out at the boom, right? So if we keep that field edge, or that crop edge, right in the center of the screen, that 160 boom should be right on the edge of the crop, just like this. Just like that. So I'll show you how he's using it. He's looking forward at the screen here now. Boom is out there on the headland. That's slick. So we're spraying the headland right now. I'm looking at my left side boom, but he's doing what, 12.7, 12.8 right now, spraying this headland with the 160, and you feel pretty comfortable.
Darn comfortable.
Perfect.
Camera's amazing.
So you can see as we're spraying the field, we have the Google Maps pulled up. We're spraying around this little waterway here, right on the edge. We have our camera going on the top, Google Maps down here on our hands-free, and I'll show you some hands-free calling and texting after. Then our ISOBus, we have an ag leader. What's this one called? The In-Command Go?
Go 16.
The Go 16. So it's a gigantic monitor. It looks and works really nice. You can have your ISOBus pulled up and you're mapping in the middle. So we're just backing into this square corner right now, and I'll show you how the farmer's using this hands-free. Go ahead.
Hey Siri, call Brandon Dobson.
Calling Brandon Dobson.
So he's backing into a corner right now as he's just calling his mechanic at the dealership. He's gonna order some parts.
Hello. Morning, Brandon. How are you?
Not too bad. How are you?
Good. Mike and I are starting the day out here, and I just hit 50 hours on the new sprayer. And
Okay.
Mike wants all the hubs changed on this at 100 hours.
At 100?
Yeah. So if you want to go ahead and get oil and stuff coming for that, then we'll plan on it here. Just, I probably won't hit that maybe this week, but I'm going to say for sure beginning of next.
Okay.
So,
Yep, I can do that.
alrighty. Sounds good.
Alright, I'm in Lovington, so I'll be there shortly.
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks, Brandon.
Hey Siri, call Gage Campbell.
Calling Gage Campbell iPhone.
So the farmer's not using his phone anymore. He's just talking to Siri, and it's doing while he's spraying ahead.
Hello. Morning, Gage. How are you?
So we are in super flat ground, absolutely beautiful fields and soil out here. And, you know, I think we can go even bigger on the booms. You know, we just slowed down from 15 mile an hour here. We're gonna back into this corner. We went from 15 mile an hour almost to 0 there, and those booms didn't whip at all. We're backing up. We're gonna go back up into this corner now. The boom lifts up automatically as soon as all the nozzles turn off. So now we're going to tap down once on our center rack, and what that does is drop our boom down to target height at 20 inches before it starts spraying. With this auto select system, it's going to cycle through the nozzles. So it starts with our smallest nozzle. As we speed up, puts on another one, another one, another one. Then it can put on a combination. So you can go anywhere from 2 to 18 miles an hour, or all the way up to actually 22 miles an hour with a 15 gallon per acre rate. Keeps the same pressure, same droplet size. 14 mile an hour right now, but we're spraying a headland with our 160 boom. The farmer is looking forward. He's not looking back at the boom right now doing this headland. He's just looking up here at the camera. So at 14 mile an hour with a 160, we didn't think we would get this comfortable with it this fast, but yeah, that's looking nice. Headland, we can get off of this view on our camera up here, change it to something else. There's our front tire if we're trying to go between the soybean rows. In this case, this field is planted not on RTK, so we're gonna go just on a slight angle across. Auto turn right now, so we're no hands on the steering wheel. Turning at our headland. We're turning at 6.3 mile an hour, 6.4 mile an hour with this 160. We'll come back the other way. Good, so now we're gonna hit the C2 button on our joystick, and it speeds up back to our cruise control speed at 15.5 mile an hour. So once we hit 15.5 here, it's revving about 1800, 1850 RPM, staying nice and quiet in the cab. But beautiful, beautiful soybean crop out here, nice color. So we've ran the machine now for 50 hours, or I guess, he got it at, there's a few hours on it for PDI. So really operational time, we're about 20 to 25 hours we've ran it for. So give us some feedback on what you think so far.
So the boom is the first thing, is amazing, which we've all known that for a long time with the Horsch quality. But the most amazing part is the automatic select nozzles. You can literally go from 2 mile an hour to 22, and it's amazing fast.
Oh, we're getting a Rogator sales guy calling us here. So, do you think 160 booms are going to sell in Illinois? Do you think this boom size will work here?
Yeah, hands down. So I'm running 60-foot planters right now, all 3 of them. And at this point in time, even after the short amount of time that I've had in this machine, which has been amazing, I'm going to have to say we can go ahead and go to 180s. Then we can get matching up to all 3 planters, simplify that. So this 160, in the back of my head the whole time, piece of cake, no brainer, let's go. I'm not gonna lie, the first day was definitely stimulating, and in the fact of getting used to it. So with that said though, one of the first things that's of the functions and several add-ons that's been amazing would have to be the right-hand boom camera. Which I can pull that up here real quick for you. That's the tire version view. So that is looking out on my far right tip, and so I'm stopping the fill right now, so you can see the semi sitting right there, and that's looking out at the road. So I actually just bordered this field this morning to start with, and I probably looked to my right shoulder on a 316 acre field maybe 10 times the entire time going around. That camera's amazing function. So we're running Ag Leader here, Apple CarPlay, and of course the factory controller monitor. The way everything is laid out is amazing. Kudos to Ag Leader for the Go 16. It's amazing. I love it. Split screen my Ag Leader side, then all my spray side in here. Quick, easy change if you want it out of your views. You can get everything out of your way, whatever, if you want the whole field view. The functionality layout, the controller. So I run a Claus combine. I'm going to see if I can retrofit the sprayer handle in my combine for yet this year. So I'm a techie guy. Apple CarPlay, this is my first time using it. It's amazing. You can do several different functions with it. All the apps, radar app, pull it up. If you're out spraying, you got a front coming through. We got temperature set up on here also. We're on a heat wave this week, so we can't spray all day. So I keep watching that, when the temperature is coming or going. I guess the rest of obviously the Claus cab that's on here is amazing. Horsch went and retrofitted the handle itself. They didn't. There's just so much room in here. It's just great and easy to do. The entire time of our setup of going, I spent about 27 acres in the cab by myself, and always had somebody in here with me, learning, training, etc. And it's just unbelievable space in here. I love it. So it's been an enjoyable startup. It's an enjoyable going further in the future. Anxious to see a 180 boom run. I think we can do it easy.
Alright, new field, getting kind of windy, so 20-inch boom height's really going to help us. Just unfolding right now. This last section will come out all the way out to 160 here. There it goes. See, we put an extra light right here on the boom, but we're going to switch that over to LED strips. It's looking good. It's having fun here in Illinois. This thing's we're gonna set records in productivity with this 2140 tank and 160 boom. You know, on flat ground like it is out here, we're gonna cruise. It's gonna go fast. You know, I always preach to guys, drive slower, make less dust, get better coverage. But if you can keep this boom at a 20-inch height, you know, the problems of high speed on a sprayer kind of go away. The whole issue is boom height. If I keep my booms up high because I'm driving faster, that's what causes, you know, the volunteer coming up in the tracks doesn't kill because of the dust and the speed and the turbulence off those center tires. But keeping the boom down as low as possible is really going to help us. So we just finished filling here now, sitting at 2,133 gallons on board. There's a button here I could use to suck this up, but as soon as we start driving away, the front fill is all going to suck up. So we're going through a bit of a waterway right here. We just hit this at about 13, 12 mile an hour roughly through there at the 160. Can you talk a little bit about the boom control and how it's been so far in the first 50 some hours?
It's been amazing. It took us just a little bit of time to get some settings dialed in right. But now that we've done it, we just came from a field a minute ago. That would have been a 5-foot elevation change through a small swale, if you will. Slow down, obviously, get your, keep paying attention. Automatic boom control, I never touched a button one time going through any of them. 100% automation works amazing.
Perfect. And the egg leader, we're going to use the auto turn on this corner up here? Or no?
Yes.
Okay. And we're back up to cruise speed. So we're doing 15.5 right now. It's revving about 1900 RPM. Can you talk a little bit about the fuel usage so far?
It's amazing. Because of the heat, we're not being able to run all full hard days. So we did Sunday morning, I filled up with fuel, left, and we ran 7 hours on Sunday and 7 hours on Monday. I went ahead and filled up last night just to be safe, but I was only down to 40% on both. So far, the fuel consumption looks like it's going to be pretty darn good. So pretty excited about that and the capacity of it.
Okay, one more thing. And it's small, but I thought it was kind of interesting because Bill turned around and tried to buy more of them. The cell phone holder and charger.
Yeah.
Is such a small thing, but
this Apple CarPlay I have in my F-150 and I've never hooked it up and messed with it. And so we're playing with it in here, and I've already ordered another one for my combine. It works amazing. I love it.
So tell me about the transport bill on the machine versus what you had before.
So far this machine of my experience is the road speed is 36 mile an hour, and you would think that sounds crazy sometimes in a four-wheel self-propelled sprayer, but the balance of this machine I actually find myself holding the joystick forward, thinking in my head I'm not running 36, because whenever I physically am, it just doesn't feel like it. It's just so smooth and easy to handle. It is amazing, and with the handle and smooth in the field versus the road is both the same, amazingly great. Really love the strobe lights and flashers on it. I think they're doing a great job there. Obviously, we're about the same transport width as about anything. My first thing that blew me out of the water is whatever other competition is out there is labeled, tagged, and stickered, "Do not drive down the road loaded." In fact, my Hagee sprayers have a sensor in the tank. Don't recall exactly, but I want to say 600 gallon, and if it's over that, it'll be at reduced speed. I understand it's for safety and aspect of it, but with this machine, the way it's balanced, we loaded up the very first day right at the farm and drove, I don't know, about 8 miles. Don't even feel the difference loaded versus empty. It handles unbelievable, amazing, balanced.
And the visibility with no front boom, right?
It's funny. So going from a Hagee to this it's totally no comparison. So I actually dread driving down the road from field to field in my Hagee, and if when my guys are running them too, just for the safety aspect of it. In my area, there has been 2 different wrecks with a train versus Hagee.
Yeah.
Both of the guys unfortunately passed away, but that visibility is so poor. It's very dangerous.
And the last thing on the front boom, the dust we've noticed for cleaning off the machine.
Yep. So as of today, we've ran this about 2,000 acres and call it 35 hours-ish. Not even close to being time for a power wash job. And if that was the case on a Hagee, you would probably, we would be spraying it. Especially if you're doing liquid fertilizer, you wouldn't have a choice. It just coats the machine being a front mount gun.
Yeah. So I'm kicked out of the cab now. The farmer's showing all of his buddies how this is all working. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in the sprayer, just leave a message here and we'll be in contact with you. There, he's turning on the headland there. Going through a bit of a waterway at the same time on that headland. So it's programmed that it lifts up an extra 20 inches or whatever height you want on the headland. But he's been spraying at a 20-inch boom height across these beams. Just like that. Now the boom's going to drop down. And it'll start spraying again. You can see those nozzles switching. Flex turns on. Yeah, thanks for watching. We'll send you some more videos. We sell a whole pile of these things down in Illinois. I think it's going to work down here. The 160 boom is working exactly how I want.